And we're back for another episode. In this episode, I'm going to be showing my private chambers. So I finally invested and got myself a personal room in our FC house, and I'm joined today by Honey Jade and Zelly. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
And as always, hello from Mithrie. So let's do it. Let's go in. Now, I was very lucky because someone who actually had room number 1, I guess they left the FC or something, so I was able to pick up room number 1, which is great. But I'll pretend that I always had it. Yeah, sure.
No.
So here we are. Here is Mithrie's room. And everything in this room that wasn't Grand Company bought, I crafted myself, every single item. So, obviously these pictures are Grand Company, and the banners are Grand Company, and so on, but pretty much everything else I did make with all of my different crafts. So this Moogle rug is made with Weaver. The marble floor I made myself, which is kind of nice. I used the striped wall interior, which is made by Weaver. I made the Riviera chandelier up there as well. So I was debating whether I should make the ADS, illumination thing, but the issue is that once it's used, it's lost, and it's kind of expensive to do that.
Yeah.
And then this Garuda couch, I had lots of spare materials, so I only needed the Garuda feather to make it, and the Garuda feather cost me 17 gil. So basically that couch is worth 17 gil, which is pretty awesome.
You said 7 last time.
Oh, 7. Okay, yeah, 7 gil. Fine, even cheaper. Basically, I only paid for the feather, and it was practically free. So that was great. And then here is the Tomberry bed, which was nice to make. Then I have my own personal summoning bell, which is nice. These are the 3 pictures you can buy from each of the housing residential areas. So one of them is for Limsa, one is for Ul'dah, one's for Gridania. You can buy them for a couple of K each. They're very cheap. The Eorzean map, obviously, which is extremely cheap on this server. It was something like 100 gil. The Behemoth trophy I made with my own Behemoth horns as well, which was nice. So that was cheap to make. The Riviera bathtub. And then obviously we have the carbuncle wardrobe, we have this Riviera bookshelf, these random books and 2 Riviera lamps on there just to give some more light to above the cupboard. Then we have the carbuncle.
I'm jealous of you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm jealous of you having the carbuncle stuff. I want carbuncles.
Yeah. So we have a carbuncle chronometer, which is, I think it's made by Goldsmith. Then carbuncle desk, carbuncle lantern, stuff of Moogle, the ink and quill, the microscope. This microscope was actually brought back to me during a retainer venture, so that was free,
Oh, really?
which is kind of nice.
Oh, lucky.
Nice.
And then this document on the desk is called the classified documents that you can buy from any housing merchant for like 2,000 gil or something. And then we have here the astroscope, the golden globe, a random vase that again I just had from a retainer venture. And then this is the most interesting item I have, is the Eorzean map table. So as you can see, it's the Eorzean map on a big table, and then these figurines are specifically designed for this table. So if we look now at woodworking, go down to the bottom of housing, you can see here you have Dragon Piece, Yevon Piece, Vigil Piece, Death Knight Piece, and Dragoon Piece. Each one of them to make is Fieldcrafty Materia free, 5 varnish, and 3 Stone Vigil lumbers. On this server, the Stone Vigil lumbers are worth about 5 to 10k each, depending how many are in supply, so not too expensive. Varnish costs basically nothing to make. And obviously, I've been able to get all the Fieldcrafty Materia frees I needed because of the fact I'm 100 Carpenter desynth, so that made it easy. Then we have here the stuffed chocobo, which I crafted myself, the stuffed Ahriman that I crafted myself, the miniature Magitech, which I crafted myself. But then this miniature Ultima weapon, you can buy it for 80 allied seals from the Hunt Mark. So if you have 80 spare allied seals, you can just pick that up from him. So yeah, I spent pretty much all day on this, but this is my room. If you want to come visit the room, if you're on Sargatanas or so on, I'm in Ward 6. I think we're in Plot 6. Are we Plot 6?
Ward 6, Plot 6, I believe.
Yeah, so we missed Ward 6, Plot 6, and obviously in my case I'm room number 1. So if you want to come and check this out, feel free, it's open to everyone. So yeah, so this is Mithrie's personal room, and I take great pride in this because of the fact that pretty much everything in this room I crafted myself, except for the collectibles. So even that plant pot on the roof, on the wall, I made myself as well. So, how would you rate this out of 10? Is it
1,000.
1,000? Okay.
I understand because you've crafted a lot of the stuff you crafted yourself, and a lot of the things you have in here I want for my room as well. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was gonna try to tend to be mean, but I really can't rate your room, Mithrie. Seriously, it's really too good.
Yeah, I mean, the first item I placed was this table, and I was stuck. Like, I was like, what do I do next? So what I then decided to do was to do all of the wall fixtures first, and then it helped do the rest of the room kind of easily. But when I first put down this table on this side, I was like, now what do I do? Because, obviously when I started, it was an empty room.
yeah.
So I figured that I would have all the leaders of Gridania, just on the side of my wall as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to collect all of them because if you know me, I would like to collect things and keep them.
You're a collector and a hoarder, to be honest, seriously.
Yeah, but I kept these 4 walls empty just in case other things are added in, because I was looking through the furniture list, and one of the items that's apparently in the game but they haven't maybe implemented yet is a big portrait of Hildebrand. So
Oh, no.
when that comes in,
No.
that will be appearing in my room definitely. So something that did help me a lot actually is I went onto the Chocobo Construction Company website, which I will link in the description, which helped me to view how a lot of these items looked before I crafted them and placed them, which I do recommend everyone do that. Just try and find the pictures of the items before you place them, because for example, I thought these pictures were a lot bigger than they are. So when I placed the
They're
first
tiny.
one, I was like, oh, it's tiny. So that's why I ended up placing 3 of them, because I thought all the pictures would be the same size as the Eorzean map, but obviously we can see definitely they're not.
Alright.
So that's it. This is Mithrie's room. Like I said, more than welcome to come check it out anytime. So Sargatanas server, Mist Ward 6, Plot 6, room number 1. So yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and as always, goodbye from me, goodbye from Mithrie, and also goodbye from Honey Jade and Zelly.